Hello students, let's learn math subject of standard 8, chapter number 3. Chapter name is Understanding Quadrilateral. First of all, can you see this figure? We'll learn the definition of a polygon first, okay? The definition says that a simple closed curve made up of only line segments. These are line segments, okay? You can say this as AB line segment BD, line segment CD, and line segment AC in this case, in this figure, okay? You know that AB is a line and this is a line segment, okay? If you specify any 2 points on a line, it is called a line segment which has a specific distance. Now this is a closed curve since the starting point and ending point is the same. If you start from here, you move, suppose 3 units, then 6 units, then this, the starting and the end point is the same. So you can say that this is a polygon. A simple closed curve made up of only line segments is called a polygon. Now how are polygons classified? They are classified according to the number of sides. This is a 4-sided polygon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. AC is one side, CD is another side, BD is another side, and AB is another side. So it has how many sides? 4 sides. So you can call this polygon as a quadrilateral. And if the polygon has 3 sides, in this case, you see this figure, it is a triangle. It has 1, 2 and 3 sides. Okay. Now pentagon has how many sides? 5 sides. So it is called a pentagon. Hexagon has 6 sides. Heptagon has 7 sides. Octagon has 8 sides. The polygon is classified according to the number of sides or the vertices. You can call it sides or vertices. Okay. Now let's learn the definition of a diagonal. What is a diagonal? Now if you take same figure, if you join point A and point B, and if you join point B and point C, they meet together at point O. So this is the diagonal of this quadrilateral ABDC. So how will you define the diagonal? A line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. Regular and irregular polygons. What are these? You can say a regular polygon when sides are of the same length and angles are also equal. Then it is a regular polygon. Now you take example of this rectangle, okay? If you take the case of a rectangle ABCD, AB line segment is equal to length of the line segment AB is equal to same distance of CD. Now AD and BC are of the same length, so they have been denoted by this vertical line. You can see this vertical line over here and over here. This means that the length of these two are the same, and AB and DC are same. So here there are 2 lines. Here there are 2 lines. You can see the difference. Now same case if you take of a square, okay, what you can say, the square has all sides same, you know that, and the interior angles are 90 degrees. All angles are also equal and all sides are also equal. So you can say that a square is a regular polygon and this rectangle is a irregular polygon. Children, so now you understood the difference between a regular polygon and a irregular polygon, right? Now let's see the angle sum property. What is angle sum property? The sum of the measures of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. For example, you take this triangle ABC and these are interior angles. You can name this as angle A, angle B and angle C. This is the interior angles. If you add all these, their sum will be 180 degrees. This is called angle sum property. Now let's try to solve exercise 3.1. Second question we will start with. How many diagonals does each of the following have? This figure is of a convex quadrilateral. Okay, it is A, B, C, D. Now we have to find out how many diagonals. So we'll join these two points D and B and A and C. So we will get two diagonals and you have to write the names also of the diagonals. In this case it is diagonal BD and in this case it is diagonal AC. Now the second figure is of a regular hexagon. By a regular hexagon it has how many sides? 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Now if you join all these points, okay, you will come to know that it has 9 diagonals. Which are they? Diagonal AD, diagonal AE, diagonal BD, diagonal BE, diagonal FC, diagonal FB, diagonal FD, diagonal AC, diagonal EC. Okay, all these are diagonals of the regular hexagon A, B, C, D, E, F. Now we will try to solve the third sum. Now let us solve question number 3. What is the sum of the measures of the angles of a convex quadrilateral? There are two parts of this question. First part is asking all the sum of the measures. What is the second part? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? That means if it is concave, will the same property hold true? Let's find out. First of all, let's understand what is a convex quadrilateral. The polygons which have the diagonals in the interior of the polygon. Okay, this is the interior of the polygon. So the diagonal is AC is in the interior of the polygon A, B, C, D. So it is called a convex quadrilateral or a convex polygon. Let A, B, C, D be a convex quadrilateral. Okay. First of all, we will make a diagonal AC. Let AC be a diagonal of the quadrilateral. Now if we draw this diagonal AC, it will divide this quadrilateral into two triangles. Thus, triangle ABC and triangle ABC are formed. Now angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degrees. How we can say that angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3? What is angle 1? Angle DAC is angle 1. Then angle ADC is angle 2. We have named them. Okay. Angle DCA, you have named that as 3. So if you add all these 3, that total is 180 degrees. How did we say that? We said that because of angle sum property. Okay, we have said this due to this reason. In the similar fashion, if we consider triangle ABC, angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is also equal to 180 degrees. What is the reason for this? Due to angle sum property. Okay, now the quadrilateral ABCD is equal to triangle ADC plus triangle ABC. So now what is the triangle ADC? Sum of all the angles is equal to 180 degrees. Angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 equal to 180 degrees. So you can say that this is equal to 180 degrees plus 180 degrees. Since angle ABC, the sum of all the angles of angle ABC is also equal to 180 degrees. Angle ABC, that means angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degrees. So if you add this, it becomes 360 degrees. So the first part of the question is solved. What was the first part of the question? We had to find the sum of the measures of the angles of a convex quadrilateral. Now what is the second part? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? Yes. The answer is yes. If the quadrilateral is not convex, the property will also be applied. You understood? Let A, B, C, D be a quadrilateral and join B and D such that it is a diagonal of the quadrilateral. It is divided into two triangles. Triangle, this is the short form. You can write this symbol, triangle BAD and triangle DBC. Now what is the sum of the triangle BAD? It will be angle 3 plus angle 1 plus angle 2, and the sum of these three will be 180 degrees. How can you say that? Due to angle sum property. So we will write that triangle ABD. You can name this anyway, BAD or ABD. Okay. The sum of these angles, interior angles, is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. The sum of these interior angles is equal to 180 degrees due to angle sum property. You can name this equation as equation 1. Similar fashion, angle, first start with the triangle DBC. In this triangle DBC, the angles 4, then angle 5 and angle 6. If you add all these three, the sum will be 180 degrees. Okay. Now if you add 1 and 2, add equation 1 and equation 2, what we will get? We'll get angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 6 equal to 360 degrees. 180 plus 180 is 360. So if you add all these, the sum of the angles will be 360 degrees. So it is proved. Now let's solve question number 6. Find the angle measure x in the following figure. This figure is given where the angles are also given. This angle is 90 degrees. So what will be the interior angle? This will also be 90 degrees. How will it be 90 degrees? Since this line is perpendicular to this line. Okay, so this also is 90 degrees. Now we want to find the value of x. So how will we do that? First of all, we will use angle sum property to find the interior angles. Okay. Angle 90 plus angle 60 plus angle 70 plus x. The total of all these four angles will be 360 degrees. How we got this? Because of angle sum property. So now we will solve this. Okay. 90 plus 60 is 150. 150 plus 70 is 220. 220 plus x equal to 360. Therefore, the value of x equal to 360 minus 220. How much it comes around? All these are in degrees. Okay. It comes around 120 degrees. Sorry, 140 degrees. 360 minus 220. It is 140 degrees. The angle x equal to 140 degrees. Now let's solve one more type of the same question. D number. In this they have given a regular pentagon. Since it is 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentagon has 5 sides and all the sides are equal. You can see these double lines which I have made on this line segment. It means that this line segment is the same as this one, is the same as this one, is the same as this one, and is the same as this one. You can name this as A, B, C, D, E. Pentagon A, B, C, D, E. Now we have to find the measurement of x. This is asked in the question.